Welcome to Mexico. Ready to dive into the wild and wonderful world of Mexico? From ancient ruins to pristine beaches, Mexico has something for everyone. Before you head south of the border, let's get started with some do's and don'ts that'll make your trip unforgettable.
First up, let's talk about the food. When you're in Mexico, you gotta try the street food. Tacos al pastor, elotes, esquites, and churros. Just avoid food that seems suspicious, still moving and breathing, or just use your best judgment, folks. If it smells delicious and there's a line of locals, you're probably good to go. But if it looks like something from Fear Factor, maybe steer clear. Your stomach will thank you later.
Picture this. You're strolling along a beautiful beach in Tulum, and you're parched. You see a tempting tap and think, one little sip won't hurt, right? Wrong. That Mexican tap water, it's not for the faint of heart. It's like a game of Russian roulette with your digestive system. Trust me, stick to bottled water. It's cheap, plentiful, and won't have you singing the blues. Or should I say the browns?
Now I know what you're thinking. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school. I'm practically fluent. Well, hold your horses, amigo. Knowing a few basic Spanish phrases will go a long way. Start with hola, gracias, and of course, ¿dónde está el baño? You know, for those tap water emergencies. Even if your pronunciation is worse than my Spanish accent, a little effort goes a long way.
All right, sun worshippers. Mexico is a sunny paradise, so you'll be spending a lot of time outdoors. But remember one crucial thing: sunscreen, people, sunscreen. Go for SPF 30 or higher and reapply every 2 hours, because nobody wants to look like a lobster unless it's on their plate with some melted butter. And hey, don't forget a hat and sunglasses. They'll protect you from the sun's harmful rays and make you look super cool.
Let's talk about shopping. Mexico is a shopper's paradise if you know how to haggle. Forget those fixed prices you see in your local mall. In Mexico, everything's negotiable, especially at markets. Think of it like a friendly game of strategy. The vendor starts high, you counter low, and you meet somewhere in the middle. But remember, keep it light-hearted and respectful. And hey, if you get a great deal, don't forget to celebrate with a delicious churro.
Let's talk about language barriers for a sec. Speaking English louder when someone doesn't understand you won't help. Instead, try using those few Spanish phrases you learned. Hola, gracias, and ¿dónde está el baño? Are your new best friends. And if all else fails, just smile and point. Be patient and understanding. Embrace the language barrier as part of the adventure.
Resorts are amazing, but don't be afraid to venture out and explore the real Mexico. Discover ancient ruins, charming colonial towns, and hidden cenotes. The memories you make exploring the local culture will be way more valuable than any souvenir. Plus, you can impress your friends back home with your adventurous spirit. Just try not to brag too much about that time you climbed a pyramid, okay? This one's important. Mexico is rich in history, culture, and tradition. Be respectful of the local customs. Dress appropriately, especially when visiting churches or religious sites. Be mindful of your behavior and avoid anything that might be considered offensive. You're a guest in their country, so act accordingly. Be polite, be courteous, and be open-minded.
All right, amigos, we've reached the end of our Mexican adventure. Hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram. We'll be sharing more travel tips, hilarious stories, and stunning photos from our adventures around the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram for more travel adventures. Hasta luego.